Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Joe Johnson, aka Untitled, and this is Untitled Lifts. And I'm back. I'm back. It's a new year, January the 2nd, 2025. I've been away for a minute. But I'm back. And 2024 was a crazy year. 2024 was a crazy year. At least the second half was. My mom passed away in July, and honestly, after July, man, I got super lazy. So as you can see, my gut, man, is not where I want it to be. So we back working out. I'm giving myself 8 weeks, 8 weeks to get back in shape. I started doing intermittent fasting. Right now I'm doing the 16/8. So pretty much what that is fasting for 16 hours. And then I have a 8-hour window to eat. So drinking lots of water. Most of that time is spent sleep. So I'm not thinking about food. But during the day, is when it really kicks in. But I spend that time focusing on other stuff. Obviously, I'm at work. I wake up in the morning, I go get a workout. So today, I was working out my shoulders. Today was shoulders and calves. So as you can see right now, doing the traditional barbell shoulder press. I did 4 sets of that with 9 to 11 reps. I recommend doing weight that, you can do easily, but still feel it in your body. And one thing that I started doing, man, is in between my sets, instead of resting, I knock out a minute worth of jumping jacks. A minute worth of jumping jacks. Just, keeping my heart rate going, keeping, that blood flow moving through my body. And just, trying to pound those calories, man, is really what I'm trying to do, is drive the calorie burn is really what I want to do, so I can burn fat. So full transparency, right now, my current weight is 264. My goal, I keep messing around with my wife and I tell her that I'm trying to get down to 185, but she says I won't look good at 185. So 185 is not the goal. I was 185 when I was in the Army after boot camp. But yeah, my head, man, when I got that skinny, I looked like an alien. So we're not trying to do that no more. So my realistic goal right now is 235. That's where I'm trying to get down to, 235. So putting in the work, man, like I said, I got 8 weeks to go crazy. 8 weeks to go crazy, 8 weeks of intermittent fasting, 8 weeks of just hitting the gym, focused on my training, and focused on what I'm putting inside my body. What the crazy thing is about, 2024 and what was going on is, like, I wasn't really eating wild. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really eat a lot of fast food like that. I will tell you this, my Achilles heel is sweets. Candy, man, Oreos. It's a running joke in my house, man. A pack of Oreos hate to see me coming. I'm telling you, man, I could put down a pack of Oreos by myself, man, in one day. That's my Achilles heel. So yeah, man, sweets, candy, chocolate, stuff like that. So really, man, focusing on disciplining myself. And I'm a snack master. Like, I can snack, and I realize, man, a lot of times when I'm snacking is when I'm bored. You feel me? Like, you don't really pay attention to that stuff, but a lot of times when we eat or when we snacking, man, it's because we're bored. We're not really doing nothing like productive. We just bored and thinking about food. So you get up and go to the kitchen and open the refrigerator and raid the refrigerator and see what's in there, and then get mad when it ain't nothing in there. So yeah, man. So right now, man, just focusing on what I'm putting in my body, uh, limiting my snacking, limiting my sugar intake, and adding more exercise. Like I said, man, last year was a lot going on. So rundown of what was going on, man. Like back in June of 2024, me and my wife, we bought a house. And yeah, so like June, we bought a house. We started packing up where we were living at to move. In that time frame, my mom went into the hospital. So right after we closed, we had to fly down to Florida, to see my mom. Spend time with my mom. She was in the hospital, my dad, my sisters. And then we flew back, and then there was just a lot of traveling for ministry. Had to go to New York with my pastor for a seminar. And then we had then I had to fly back to, actually, we drove to Chicago from Philly for my mom's memorial service, right? That was in July. Then we had to drive back to Philly. Then right after that, first week of August, we in San Diego for another ministry engagement. So it was a lot going on, man, and I just didn't have no time to go to the gym. Man, you see those pectoral muscles right there. Look at that, man. You know what I'm saying? Behind the fat, man, it's a solid chiseled body. I'm telling you, I was in the gym faithfully before life just started lifing. You know what I'm saying? Right now I'm doing an up row lift. One arm up row lift on the Smith machine. Just working out my shoulders, man. I think at this point, man, I was starting to reach failure like crazy. Like failure was starting to hit me. I was getting tired. But the main thing, man, is just keep pushing through the workout. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep pushing through it, man. So once again, jumping jacks. Every set, after every rep, knock out some jumping jacks. Mountain climbers, if you like it. I think tomorrow, the next day, I'm gonna start doing I'm gonna do mountain climbers just to switch it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself something else to do in between your sets. A lot of people tell you to rest, but man, like I said, man, I got a goal that I'm really, really trying to hit. And it's achievable. You know what I mean? Like before I got up to 260, 264. I was 230, you know what I'm saying? And we all have scenarios in life that take place that kind of derail us, man. But, my dad always teaches me it's not about, what happens, but it's how you respond to what happens. So back to the story. So, right, my mom passed away and just a lot of traveling, and man, I just didn't really have time for myself. And, I'm the type of person that will wake up at 5 in the morning on a dot, ready to go. Like, what we doing? You know what I'm saying? So I'm back at it, 5 a.m. workouts. And then also I add basketball, during a week. Basketball, at least once or twice a week, man. Run a couple of games full court at the gym. Just to, get that cardio going. So yeah, one scripture, man, that I've really, really been meditating on. Man, the other day I was studying, in the book of Isaiah, where it says, "Those that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength." You know what I'm saying? And I always thought that word "wait" was like, like a passive thing, like I'm waiting for God to do something. Not quite. Wait is more like a active thing that we do. And when you look up that word in the original Hebrew, that word wait really means to bind together, right? You're fixing yourself to something. And as I was meditating on that, I'm like, what are we fixing ourselves to? Right? Those that wait on the Lord, when you are waiting on the Lord, you're fixing yourself to the fact that God is going to come through. Might not look like He's moving, you know what I'm saying, as fast as we want him to. But he's working in the background. We just have to fasten ourselves, bind ourselves to what it is that we are praying for and waiting for. And it is in that process of becoming intertwined to the point where you can't shake your faith. Like, you believe God so much for what he said he's going to do that your strength is renewed, right? When you get that second wind, you get that grace to continue. You know what I'm saying? You get the grace to continue, the grace to press on, the grace to move forward in your life. So, yeah, man, that's what I've been meditating on. I'm curious to know what y'all been meditating on as well. So, finished my shoulder workout. Now I moved on to calves, which is my last workout, doing the calf, seated calf press. Right now it is 3 sets, 9 to 11 reps is what we're doing right now to build that calf muscle. You know what I'm saying? And when I think about calf muscle, man, I think about, like stability. You know what I'm saying? Once again, jumping jacks. You feel me? You see it? Get used to it. But yeah, man, stability. Another scripture that I think about when I think about stability is, the story where Jesus was talking about the different types of people, right? That build houses, build careers, build families, right? He says that the person that builds their house on sand is foolish. The person that builds his house on stone is wise. And he correlates building on stone and building on sand as this: the person that hears the voice of God, that hears the voice of Jesus, but doesn't obey, is building on sand, right? You have nothing to stand on. You have nothing that's going to keep you. But he says the person that hears my words, obeys it, and does it is the one that builds on the stone. And then he says, because when the storm comes, you'll know who's listening to me. He said, you'll know the ones that are really applying what I say, because when the storm comes and beats on their house, it's going to test that foundation. Sand shifts pretty quickly when it gets wet. That's why they don't really build on sand. And when they do build on sand, it's very, very costly. It's very, very expensive. So why go through that, paying the extra price for something that you really don't have to pay extra for, when you could just do it God's way, right? Do it the way that he irons it out in his word to do. And that's the person that's building on stone, building on a solid foundation. So, man, those are the two verses that, I really, really been meditating and holding on to. Is those that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall walk and not faint. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the parable where build on a stone, build on a firm foundation. Right? Then I closed out my workout, man, with some cardio. Only did 15 minutes on the treadmill. I jacked up the incline to 12 and then put the speed at 2.5. You know what I'm saying? To get a nice little walk on the incline. Once again, that is another way to burn calories really, really fast. Because like I said, man, trying to burn fat, trying to get, chiseled, lean, not trying to get bodybuilder status. That's not me. I'm just trying to get, eliminate this gut, man. Bring that gut back down, lose some inches on my waist so that I can feel good about myself. I mean, I feel good about myself, but I don't know about y'all, man. But, when I got a good haircut and my weight is good, I'm solid. I'm confident. And also, man, working out is good for your mental health. It's good for your mental health, and we trying to live a long time. We not trying to be pushed around and, you know what I'm saying? And, when we get older, can't do for ourselves. That's I don't want that to be my testimony, man. But, ended my workout with some cardio and the word. You saw the Bible right there. Man, I hope that you all got something from this video. Stay tuned. We're going to be doing a lot more of these videos. I'm going to be pretty much videoing my progress, man. 8 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all stick with me. So once again, Joe Johnson. Appreciate y'all watching. Peace out.